I have actually found the secret to making money in crypto, to actually leaving the arena profitable, to making money every single day and doing it consistently. And it's all about attacking one of the biggest dilemmas that really is going on in the investing and just financial space as a whole right now. Number one, being that most people, in at least my generation, the younger generation, people in their 20s or maybe even a little younger, it is full of degenerate gambling psychopaths. Like, it actually is. Everyone is gambling their money, hoping to win big. And if they ever even do win, they catch a crazy dopamine high and they run back to the casino and they give it all back. They give it all back. They're trading meme coins, they're chasing pumps, they're losing money. And don't get me wrong, some people make some fast money really fast, but again, it all goes back to the home of the casino at the end, because once you taste the fast money, you're never going to play it the slow, proper way again. Like, if you've ever played video games growing up, listen, I was a little nerd, I was addicted, but at least I wasn't going out and doing drugs at 14. But I loved Halo, playing all the time. If you're playing video games and you find a way to turn cheat codes, if you play GTA, for example, and you find an infinite money glitch, you're never going to want to just play the normal game again. You're never going to want to play the game normal. It's ruined it. It's ruined the grind. The grind is partly why it's fun. The journey to the top is why the game is fun. If you just skip that, you'll be doing fuck all, guys, like for real. But the point is that when you play with cheat codes, you can't go back to doing normal. So guys that are gambling and they win big, they're not gonna just suddenly be like, okay, now I'm going to invest it. A lot of people think they'll do that. If I hit this crazy random trade, max leverage trade, you go from $1,000 to 100K, then I'll just invest it. No, it's too slow, it's too boring. I promise you, it just infects your mind. The other side of this dilemma is, not to use inflammatory language, but it is the old heads, right? It's the older guys that are scared to take any risk at all, right? They've always played it super, super safe. Maybe they're only buying gold, not even stocks. Or they're only investing long-term, very, very safe, and they haven't ventured into that realm of crypto, right? They're going for 8 to 10% a year. Hopefully they make returns. They have to sell their stocks to do that. Maybe they know how to borrow against it. But if you're someone that's really, really scared in the investment realm and very, very conservative, you're probably not making that much money. You're probably not borrowing against your portfolio. The edge that I have created is really understanding the two things. Understanding that my generation's cooked, degenerate gamblers, and the generation before me, something I've realized is that age doesn't equal wisdom, right? There is a lot of older people that I used to always just respect someone because they're older, and I still do, by the way. Like, you know, I respect anyone older than me, but it doesn't mean I have to take their opinions as truth, right? I'm more concerned now with the outcomes of their life and their performance of their life or their portfolio. Like, that is what speaks to me. Surrounding myself with people that have the results that I want. I'm not going to listen, and it doesn't mean I won't listen and be respectful, but I'm not going to absorb someone's opinion and beliefs as my own. That's not getting them the life that they want. And that goes across multiple different things. But I started to understand this, right? So a lot of successful investors, they may fade, they may not like crypto at all. I obviously am a big crypto nut. I have a strong belief in Bitcoin and a few other altcoins as well, which you guys that watch here on this channel, you know most of the ones that I do believe in. But what I've done, I've taken the profitable strategies from the TradFi realm, right? Where you're buying assets that are going to win for sure older time and holding these. And I've taken strategies, listen, I've taken lessons. My uncle, a successful investor, he focused very much so on dividend stock portfolio, creating cash flow off of stocks. Crazy how far the apple's fallen from the tree, and I focus a lot on cash flowing off of crypto. It's crazy how that works, right? Surrounded by a lot of successful people, and even in my coaching program still, a lot of real estate investors, some very successful real estate investors in there. I was talking to some Saturday, and just talking about their strategies and the cash flow off their properties, and how we're literally taking, one of my newest clients, he's been in there for 3 to 4 months, he just told me that he hit his $7,000 in cash flow off his crypto portfolio. He's like, it took me a while to understand what you were teaching me, but once I realized it's what I was already doing in real estate, and I'm making money now on crypto in a very, very similar way, running the same kind of strategies he ran in real estate, then it's all freaking clicked. It's all freaking clicked, and now he's making $7,000 a month. That's a milestone they just hit. Boom. Very great client. They took it very, very slow at first, started very, very small, and they spent a lot of time with me in learning the game of DeFi. And they now know it enough that honestly, I feel confident that he could teach it to somebody else. I mean, there's people inside the 10K Fast Track we've taught, them included, that they're not even very good with computers beforehand. And so it's a big learning curve sometimes, and they dove in, they took it very, very serious, and they're now getting the results that they want to create that dream life, to create that reality. They've already had success in real estate, and now they're having similar success running the same exact principles off of their crypto portfolio. And guys, they've got involved in crypto at like all-time high, like 125K Bitcoin, started buying their first Bitcoin. And he was telling me at the end of our call Saturday, he's like, we have so much more Bitcoin than I realize now, right? Because they're just buying more with their cash flow every single day, week, month, etc. And so that is the edge that you have to win, is that you take what works from TradFi, from real estate, from private equity. I've taken these strategies and I've applied them to the wild west of crypto. I'm not going out into the crazy fringes of crypto, gambling meme coins, going crazy with my money, expecting to land moon plays. Does it work for some people? Sure. More often than not, it doesn't. And again, they get freaking hooked on that dopamine and it's game over. Because if they ever even do make money, they will give it back long term because it's not a sustainable strategy. Right? A lot of these guys you see that look very successful because they're trading, they have deals with the exchanges. I'm gonna be super fucking real with you. They're getting paid to promote trading. They're getting paid to promote coins. And it's an egregious amount of money that if you knew how much they're getting paid to show you, whether it's live streaming them trading or shilling coins, whatever, it's an absurd amount of money that you would not believe. I'm talking yearly salaries in a month, if not more, right? It's crazy. What I'm teaching you is not being marketed or paid for to be advertised by someone else. What I'm teaching you is something that actually works, and it works for normal everyday people. It works for me, it works for real estate guys, it works for young guys, it works at any freaking level, guys. And it's what this channel has been all about the whole time. Buying quality assets that will win for sure. Stuff you can believe in with conviction long term. You will make money off just those buys alone with the proper time frame, and assuming that you're buying at good prices, not just FOMOing the top all the time like a psycho. Okay, there is a little disclaimer there, like don't not buy the dip and only buy the highs, or yeah, it's gonna be really hard to fucking make money. But then we take it a step further, and I'm running the same strategies that you would in real estate. We're buying our assets. We leverage against our assets to open cash flow positions. In real estate, this is rental properties. In crypto, it's DeFi. It's facilitating swaps. It's becoming the exchange. You're running your own mom and pop exchange on the blockchain, and you're getting paid each and every single day. You're getting paid. And the amount that you're getting paid is going to be determined usually by the amount of capital you have to invest. And we're talking like on the low end right now. By the way, the client that just made $7,000 a month, this is while yields are disgustingly low at like 25 to 30, 40%. Like yields are not very exciting right now on proper ranges. They're not very exciting. And it's just what the game is right now. And if he's making crazy cash flow now, when the game gets exciting again in the future, he's not even ready for what that dashboard's gonna look like. $7,000 a month is going to turn into like $21,000 a month, easily, if not more. And that's gonna change the freaking game. And I already feel proud, but that's what makes me feel good. It doesn't make me feel good to even make money on my own anymore. In the same way that knowing that he's making $7,000 now, knowing how much money he's gonna make in the future, plus the appreciation of Bitcoin, all these assets, that gives me freaking goosebumps. That is changing someone's life. That is what it's literally all about. There is no better feeling than that. Not a fucking better feeling in the world. So you run this mom and pop exchange on DeFi. You create cash flow off of the crypto assets that you're already owning, guys. You're not taking on any crazy risk. You're just learning the strategies, learning how to run it and run it properly. Don't be taking crazy risks, guys. That's not the way. Because when something like Bitcoin is down 40, 50%, it's just a snapshot in time, and I have the conviction and belief in my Bitcoin that it does not worry me long term. I'm not upset, depressed, about to do bad things to myself because I believe Bitcoin will go back up in appreciation and continue to make all-time highs into the future, whether that's a 4-year cycle of new highs or whether that's a slow continuum to the upside perpetually into the future. It's a game I'm playing, and I'm creating cash flow along the way. So if we sit in the 60s or 70s, if we go down to the 50s, if we go down to the 40s, I'm still printing cash flow. And I don't care how long it takes, because the longer it takes, the more Bitcoin and other assets I'm earning at low prices, at attractive prices for free. For taking the steps to dive in to learn the game. And each and every one of you can do this. It's not as hard as you think. Is there friction to get started? Yes, but that's good. Because when everyone else starts rubbing their head and they start to get a headache and they're like, oh, I just don't understand this, I'm gonna quit, that's why we're gonna make money. And that's why you're gonna be successful. Because everyone else is going to quit and they're going to fall off. And it's when you can shine and your capital gets put to work and you get a bigger chunk of the business, of the volume of the blockchain, because you are the one running the strategies, right? We don't want Wall Street to figure this out. We don't want them to dump trillions of dollars in, because it's gonna make it harder for you to make money. I don't want everyone and their fucking mom to be running DeFi pools, right? I want the people that want to learn, want to take ownership of their assets and make money to do it. But that friction is good for us because it is more competition. That friction is good for us because it's harder for more people to do what we do. So we get paid more handsomely. And I'm in the business of teaching people how to do it. If you want to join the 10K Fast Track and learn from me to do this too, to change your life, to cash flow off your portfolio, make 5, 10, 15% a month, whatever it is, depends on when you're watching this video, click the link below, book a free call with me, we'll see if you're a good fit, and we'll get you to cash flowing that life of freedom. If you think it's too hard to do on your own, work with me. I'll make it fast, easy, and sexy for you. But you can still figure it out on your own. You literally can. Is it a bit of a headache? Yes. Have I spent 2 to 3 years learning this stuff, perfecting systems, and making it make sense to hundreds of people? Yes, I have. I'm good at putting it in terms that will just make sense. I've taught people that don't know how to use laptops to make money off their crypto. For real. You can do it, but it's gonna mean you spend a couple hours on one evening and you actually sit down and you learn this stuff. And again, if you want to fast track it, you can work with me, but even then, you have to join the call with me and actually learn what I have to say and implement what I teach. If you're someone that's not going to take action and actually learn how to use DeFi to better your life, then, booking a call is not going to help. If you're going to book a call and you're not going to put your crypto to work, then we're not going to be able to help you, right? Maybe I'm going off on too much of a side tangent there. But if you already own cryptocurrency, especially if you own a meaningful amount, if you own $25,000, $50,000, $100,000 in crypto, whatever it is, you can start to make significant cash flow off of that portfolio. You can do it at $4,000 to $5,000 portfolios too. It's just not going to be enough to quit your job at the beginning. But it's something where you need to do what I did. Back at the beginning, what did I do? Quit drinking, was stacking 2 jobs, focused everything on making money and investing all of it, and I started learning DeFi, cash flowing, and I put all the time I put into making money, I put into assets, and I made those assets work for me to buy more time back, and now I'm driving 3 hours to the fucking lake. Right? And this is how you win the game long term. You win it long term. I'm not gambling. I'm not teaching people day trading. I don't want to have a full-time job day trading. I don't want to sit there and watch the charts all day. To me, that's not fun. Statistically, they don't win over the long term. I'm just being real with you. Can you hit a crazy devious lick now and then? Sure you can. People do it. I've done it. I've also hit nasty licks or I fucking lose my money, guys. I just want to be authentic and transparent with everyone here. What I want to teach you is to do things the right way. I want everyone that watches this channel to actually win the game of crypto that leaves so many people burned. Be buying crypto while it's low. Buy it while it's at attractive prices. Create cash flow off of your assets. When crypto is still at an attractive price, buy more assets with your cash flow and compound the living hell out of that shit. And if the market starts to get high, use the cash flow to stack stable coins on the side, buy gold on the side, build up your own personal treasury and reserve. So when the market dips again, you can do something about it. When the market's back at highs, sell some of those assets and then live your life and get the life of freedom that you're actually looking for. People overcomplicate the simple stuff. You spend so much time trying to research what fucking altcoin or meme coin to buy, but really, you need to be sticking to those top core assets that are gonna win for sure anyways, and just learn how to fucking monetize that shit and compound how much you're monetizing, and it will exponentially just blow up your portfolio in a good way. Not blow up like boom, gone. It'll make that shit supersize, baby. Right? You're going to make crazy money if you play this crypto market right. If you take proper principles that are proven to succeed, again, from TradFi, from real estate, from private equity, and you apply it to the new frontier of digital finance. You take structure and you apply the structure to the Wild West. That is crypto. You will succeed with a framework, with a system. Win the freaking game, guys, and win for sure. You can win for sure. You just have to make the right decisions. If you guys want to work one-on-one with me to fast track your success in DeFi and get to cash flowing day one, book a call down below. We'll see if you're a good fit. If you are, I will see you on the other side of the 10K fast track, and you will join over 150 people inside that community that are doing just that. They are cash flowing their way to the life of their dreams. Is it always sexy? No, it's very boring. I'm not flexing charts where I make $8,000 trades in a day, but it's consistent, it compounds over time, and over time it becomes the most crazy exponential thing that you can do for your crypto and DeFi portfolio. Guys, click that link down below. If not, YouTube says you want to watch this next video. See you there, boys.